Okay, here's the deal. The first time I found I had 3 frames were ready to extract. The rest of them weren't really ready. They were nectar. And on this next box here, this is the East hive, I found 6 of them that were ready to extract, and only 3 that needed, or yeah, 2 that need to go back on. So I found 6, and 2 have to be returned. So the bee escape's working great. I found only like 3 bees tops up there in the I found 3 bees left inside the honey super, and that is exactly what we wanted. And all these bees here that would like to go up into that honey super were unable to do so. So they're just congested down here in the bottom, doing exactly what I'd hoped it would happen. They'd actually put propolis on this to glue it down again. So that's good. Now, if I can pull 2 more out of here that are ready and slide these other 2 in, that would really make me happy. Some of these are really friggin' goofy. So we're gonna dig and see if we can find 2 more full frames that are ready to go. It might be a bit of a struggle. I know that one in here is really wonky looking and full of extra wax, and I really like to take it out. Could do this without messing up too bad. But I'm not going to do the other test on this hive because, you know, if I've got a 1/3% in one hive, chances are really good I don't have a whole lot more in this one. So next week I'll do the test next week. That's soon enough. This is the same boat here. I really don't have any more that's ready to be extracted. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to pull whatever looks like it's the least amount of drawn comb out. Maybe I'll go down 1 more box, because I know down below there's some that are probably as bad. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Oh, this is wonderful. Yeah, this isn't really working out too good. I really need a new tripod. I promise next week's video is going to have a brand new tripod. I guarantee it, because this is ridiculous. I keep losing cameras and phone bounces and stuff. That is really not ideal. Okay, let's see if I can do this without getting stung too bad. So I put this back. Put this one back in without squishing any bees. Okay, and then I'll pull 2 frames out of the next box down that are empty, and I'll add those drawn comb to it, because I'd rather have to do less work. Fill up those combs. This is really light, and this is, well, this is a fairly new box, and I think they're just getting started on it. Let's see if, get out of there, get out of there. Carpenter bee's looking for a free meal. So I'll pull these off. Yeah, that's an empty frame. See, this one's got nectar in it, and they'll appreciate that. So that's got nectar. It just needs to be dried up. Needs to be worked a little bit more. I'll put that one in, and I'll pull the second one in here, and maybe it'll be empty too. It seems like they always work on one end or the other. They choose a right or left side, and they work those sides. But these boxes are fairly new, so really nothing going on there at all. Yeah. Okay. And this has got the tiniest bit of nectar in it, but at least they'll have something to work on. And that'll be that. That's good. Boy, a ton of propolis there. Oh, really big chunk of propolis. All right. This honey super is going back. And I think if they don't, I think this is it for honey. For extracting honey. I got about 10 frames out. That should be about 30 pounds of honey. That'll be enough for this year. I don't want to shorten them up. And I will feed them. The next trip out, I'll bring nectar. And we're going to start feeding. So that's my plan. And I'm sticking to it. Put some 2-to-1 on there. After, Fred said to wait until the end of October. After the goldenrod is killed by the frost. So we'll wait for the first frost, and then we'll start feeding after that when we pull the last, if any, pull the last honey. But I believe I'm already finished with pulling honey this year. I do not want to shorten my bees up for next year. That looks like I could put another box on there. Where's that other box? Oh, I already took it. One new box, one old. And over here I got one new box and 2 old. So that one had more. Okay, that's all right. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, I'm coming back. Yeah, I'll come back with these frames that I'm going to extract now today. Once they're extracted tomorrow, I'll bring them back up here and put them on and let the bees fill them up if they can. And if they can't fill them up, then I'll pull them in the fall, right before we prepare for winter. I'll pull them off and wrap them up for the year. The girls did good though. They did real good. 10 frames is nothing to sneeze at, and as far as excess honey goes, 10 frames is way more than I expected to get. I expected 0. So for this first year, I think 10 frames is a very, very acceptable number. I've got 10 frames in the Jeep right now, and I've already extracted 2, so I actually got 12 frames. So that's not bad. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna call that good. That's a wrap. Thanks for joining me today. Better luck tomorrow.